Oh, now I know we're not down the boardwalk, and I know it's not Thrasher's, but you know, you can make really outstanding French fries from scratch at home.
Oh my gosh, is that what we're going to be doing?
We're going to do it. Hi there, welcome to Chesapeake Bites. I'm Chef John Shields, founder of Our Common Table. Join us as we travel around the bay, taking tasty bites of all that Chesapeake has to offer. In this series, we present one recipe every Wednesday, demonstrating how you can eat well, protect our environment, and rebuild our local food economy one dish at a time. Like some of the things we already did. We made a hollandaise earlier. We did poached eggs, we haven't done before.
Crab cakes.
And we did crab. Okay. So let me show you what we got. So russet potatoes, they sometimes call them number 2 russets, I find to be probably the best for French fries.
Okay.
And you don't want to use a waxy potato. Do not work at all. Yeah. So anyway, generally when I'm going to make French fries, I don't peel them. Okay. I do not peel. I like the skin on the thing. You want to wash them and so forth and so on.
Now, do you wash yours in soap? I use like my detergent, like Dawn or whatever I'm using.
We have a scrubby thing with a disinfectant, like not a disinfectant, but it's just a cleanser, natural cleanser, and then we just kind of scrub them off, and then we actually have a machine that you put them in, go boom, boom, because we're doing like 50 pounds to 100 pounds at a time, and then you can cut them any which way you like, usually kind of sort of matchstick size.
That was awesome. How did you do that? I should have been paying more attention, John. Look at these. These are amazing, and they're like they're equal in size, which is what I think.
I don't know how that happened, but but it did. It did this time. So basically, what you're going to do after you kind of do that whole thing, you put as many French, of those in, and I'm going to turn around real quick.
Okay.
And
I hear water running.
I'm covering those in cold water.
Okay.
So we're really going to do this quite a number of times. I keep covering the fries with cold water, pouring it out, and putting more cold water on. The last time, let's say you do this about 3 times, you could actually do these the day ahead of time, or they could sit overnight. They can sit that long in the water.
And you're getting rid of the starch, I
The
assume?
starch, yes.
Okay.
That's basically what we want to do. So let's take a look at some others that I've washed these quite a number of times. And in here, I have some vegetable oil that is not rip-roaring hot. If you have a thermometer that you could use, or if you actually have one of the deep fryers at home that you have, you want to do this at about 300 degrees Fahrenheit, which is not really hot enough to make French fries, but it is perfect to blanch the French fries. So you're kind of par cooking it. So let's try this out, Mary. Let's see what happens.
Ooh,
look at them.
That looks so pretty.
Maybe you want to turn that down just a touch, because we don't want to cook them. We don't want to cook them too much.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Look at this. They're looking fine to me. They're not, they're not cooked. So let's get a bowl.
All right.
And we'll just take these and put these right into a bowl. And they're going to, as they sit, because we want to let them sit to cool. In fact, I often will then put them into the refrigerator.
Okay.
And because they'll start to soften as they sit.
As they sit.
And as you'll see, this is what they end up looking like. After they've set overnight. So let's take this, and we're going to do a quick crank that thing up.
All right.
All right. If you were using your thermometer or your little at-home deep fryer, you start that at 300 degrees. Okay. Now, to fry the French fries, it's best somewhere between 375 and 400 degrees.
Okay.
You don't want you want that shock of the cold French fry in very hot oil. That's what makes it crisp and nice.
Okay.
So that's our plan here.
That's our
okay?
plan. I like it.
All right.
So we blanched them.
We blanched them, and now we're just cranking up the Earl a little bit. Yeah. Earl. So we use a vegetable oil to fry, the French fries. It's a nice, it can handle high temperatures, and that's what you need. So you could never use like an olive oil or anything like that, because that'll burn immediately. Many people like to cook theirs in peanut oil, and that does a really nice job. It's beautiful, but also so many people are allergic to peanuts.
Sure.
So we don't allow any peanut kind of thing into the restaurant just because we don't want to cross-contaminate anything. So if you're going to have company over, if you're going to make anything, make sure you check with them to make sure there are no nut allergies.
Good advice.
Because it can be life-threatening. Yeah. It really can.
Yeah. My youngest daughter has an allergy to tree nuts, so we totally understand that.
Let's see. I'm just going to take a little bit of water. Nope, it's not there. It's not there.
Okay. I feel like doing a dance to it, like a cha-cha-cha or something.
Dancing to the hole.
To the hole bubbles. It's quite musical.
It is musical, isn't it?
It is.
So basically, the reason it's making this noise right now because there's water in the pot.
Oh my God.
The oil does not like the water.
Of course not.
But what we're looking for is having this hot enough that when I put a drop in there, it goes, it spits.
Okay.
It's like,
all right, I'll be ready.
You'll know.
I will know.
You'll know. When you put that drop of water in, if you don't have a thermometer, trust me, you will know. So let's just wait a second and get that up.
Okay.
All right, Mare.
Okay.
We got this thing heating up here.
We're ready.
So I'm thinking, it's looking pretty good, huh?
That. Okay.
So I'm just going to put one little
I'm
drop.
ready.
Don't be careful.
Okay.
It likes that.
It likes that.
That's it.
That's it. Good job.
That is a 375 to 400 degree sound.
Okay.
All right. So what I'm going to do is just take some fries.
The blanched fries.
The blanched fries.
And putting handfuls in.
Now I'm not putting too much in.
You want lots of space.
I mean, if you had a great big old fry thing, then you could. You want it to have enough space so that they can cook properly.
Oh, wow.
All right, Mare. So how about we get a tray with some paper towels on it.
All right, here we go.
And we're just gonna.
When you're ready.
Look at this. Look at it.
Wow,
I
they're
mean,
getting
already.
They are.
They don't take long.
No.
That's a nice thing because you have blanched them. So you've already par cooked the fries.
Okay.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Very cool. Yes,
Yeah.
very cool.
So, sometimes when we think we can only get things somewhere, we really can make things.
You could do a Saturday down the ocean dinner for the family. That would be so much fun. Yeah, I love it. Oh, they smell good too.
They do, don't they?
It's got a whiff coming up.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
And you can see how crisp they are.
I can.
I mean,
they look amazing.
And isn't it funny because these are so kind of just falling apart. Well, that could never be a crispy French fry. Well,
but it becomes one. Look at these.
Look at these. I mean, they're
these
just
are perfect.
Gorgeous.
They really are.
All right, look at.
Whoa, look at these. They're beautiful. They're golden. They're brown. Oh man.
Not so bad, huh?
Not so bad at all.
So spread those out a little bit. I'll put that like that.
Now, do you salt them when they're hot, or do you wait? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
We're gonna do a little. Here, you do it. You're in charge of that.
All right.
I'm gonna put a little bit more fries in, huh?
Please do.
Why not? I mean, we're here.
We are here, and we're gonna eat them.
We have all this stuff here, so.
That's the advantage of being here. We actually get to eat what we're cooking. Okay.
All right.
Man, they
look at that.
They look beautiful, John.
Now, we love going down the ocean. We love being on the boardwalk. But I'm telling you, man, I think we did quite a nice job with having almost Thrasher-esque French fries.
I would agree.
You're going to try it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, They're really good.
These are
And I wouldn't say that. I'd say, oh, they're really nice.
No, these are
They're
real,
awesome.
These are awesome.
They're awesome.
So again, you can do this just right in your very own home.
I love it.
It's not that hard. And
Thank you.
And it's actually a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Thanks so much for watching. We hope that you got some ideas to recreate in your own kitchen and learned a little something along the way. For more information on our common table and our mission to eat well, protect our environment, and rebuild the local food economy one dish at a time, check out our website and join us on social media.